Hello friends, how are you all? I hope all are in good phase, like the phase of the market also. So today I am here with one NFO and only 3 more days to go. That's it. It is Baroda Bnp Paribas Flexicap Fund NFO. You can see the tagline here: a fund for all reasons, a fund for all seasons. What does this imply? Flexicap. Flexicap, I have already told you before that when I have discussed with the ICCA Flexicap Fund that there is no capitalization fixation of any percentage of large cap, mid cap or small cap. So let's go ahead. This is all in one equity fund and NFO period is from 25th of July, 5th August 2022 is the last date. So what do you mean by flexicap? Flexicap invest in companies across the market caps, that is large cap, mid cap and small cap. The fund managers have the ability to dynamically allocate portfolio depending upon the prevailing market condition, valuations, future growth prospect, etc. Returns across the market caps can be cyclical and can differ in both the quantum of the movement as well as the direction of the movement. Within each market cap category, there is a significant amount of deviation in the performance and outlook of the companies. The top companies of today are very different from the top companies even a few years back. That's where the point lies. Actually, what we think, like whenever we invest in any mutual fund, so we have to see how many number of times that portfolio has been changed, that portfolio has been modified, because obviously some of the example, like you can say any of the company which has not changed. Change is always a constant thing. The company which has not changed, that will not be able to survive. That is why they have given just three data. It's a normal data of the top 10 companies by market cap in the Nifty 50 index. It's of June 2002, June 2012 and June 2022. You can see the changes in the company. Like earlier MTNL was there, then MTNL was moved out in June 2012, and then NTPC was there in June 2012. NTPC was not there in June 2022. Definitely that change is always constant thing, and that was this NFO is all about. What are the benefits of investing in flexicap fund? Agility. Agility means no market cap limit. That allows the flexicap fund at any given point of time to dynamically take positions across a large, mid or small cap. Like you can say, if market is booming very high, so we will be resistant to invest in small cap at that point of time, because large and mid cap will provide a stability. And suppose this market is getting low, then we can rush our percentage more in small cap companies. That is how they decide, and there is no fixed limit to the fund manager. The fund manager freely can do whatever changes he like according to the current scenario. So as per you are seeing the market volatility, this is the best fund which you can say. Diversification, best fund in the flexicap categories. If you say, like I have already told you about the ICCA Flexicap, that has also proved a good fund right now. The diversification is the second point, that is one equity fund that invests in different market segment. Large cap tends to reduce the volatility, that's what I told you, whereas mid and small cap may come with a higher growth potential. Definitely. Third point is managing risk. This is very obvious that a diversified portfolio helps in reducing the risk solely associated with investing solely with a large and mid cap and small cap. Hence, it is a good starting point for someone who is very new to investing. Suppose you are a new buyer in the mutual fund industry and then you want to go and select some equity fund. You should not go select random equity. You can select this flexicap funds categories. This is an all season fund. Given the dynamic nature of the fund, it may adapt and thrive in different market cycles. Now the question is, who should invest? Definitely, that I told you, a new investor, a long-term wealth creator, investor looking for diversification, and investor looking for core equity portfolio. These are some points. Now coming to how this fund will work. There is an investment approach of three-way strategy. What is three-way strategy? Three-way strategy means the top-down approach for sectors, bottom-up stock selection, and horizontal for choosing the market cap. Step number 1, that is top-down approach for sectors. First of all, from the beginning, what we'll do, we'll select some sectors, the sectors which will be performing in the future. which will be performing according to the current scenario. Suppose IT industry will be booming, so we'll select the IT sector. We can select the pharma sector. We have selected the pharma sector during the COVID phase. That sector might boom. So accordingly, we will select certain sectors. That is called a top-down approach. Only sector part we are selecting, in which sector we should invest. Now comes the second step. Second step is horizontal, for choosing a market cap. Whether we should go for large cap, mid cap or small cap. Among those sectors, we will choose all the 3 companies which we may involve for large, mid and small cap, and what proportion we can decide in that. Third points become bottom up stock selection. Bottom up stock selection, now after choosing the company, we will select certain stocks. That is called as bottom up stock selection. Means sector we have already chosen. Then we will diversify into large and mid and small cap. Then we will choose the actual stocks. That is called as bottom up, because white part we have already done and we are choosing the selective things, that is bottom up approach. Now comes the investment themes. We can say that is a recovery play, domestic consumption, steady compounders, capital space. These are all depending upon the investment theme, which sector will be booming in the given future, which is booming now, which has boomed earlier. Accordingly, we will diversify our portfolio strategy. Now coming to the fund facts. Fund facts with scheme name you all know, that is Baroda Bnp Paribas Flexicap Fund. Baroda Mutual Fund has made a tie-up with the BNP Paribas Fund, so now it is known as Baroda BNP Paribas Flexicap Fund. This is an open-ended dynamic equity scheme investing across a large cap, mid cap and small cap companies. Category is Flexicap Fund. Investment objective, that is to generate a long-term capital appreciation by investing in dynamic mix of equity and equity-related instrument. What is asset allocation? Like equity and equity-related security should be 65% to 100%. Why is this always more than 65%? Because in order to give you the taxation of equity indexation. Now debt instrument should be between 0 to 35. Units issued by rights and invitees 0 to 10%, and for complete details refer to SID. SID is scheme information document. What is the benchmark of this? That is Nifty 500 TR index. What is a load structure? Entry load, that is NA, not applicable, but there is an exit load obviously because it's an equity scheme, and if units are redeemed up to 10% of the units on or before 1 year from the date of allotment, that is nil. If units are redeemed over and above the 10% limit on or before 1 year from the date of allotment, 1% of the applicable NAV. If the units are redeemed after 1 year from the date of allotment, then that is nil. Means totally, if you can say in short, you should understand that after 1 year you should ask the investors to keep the fund. Actually, whenever you invest in any product like this, we should ideally go for 2 to 3 years timeline. If you have that time horizon in your mind, then definitely that will be a good product for you. Who is the fund manager? Fund manager for equity portion, Mr. Sanjay Chawla is looking after that, and for overseas investment, Mr. Sandeep Jain is looking. What are the plans and options for this fund? The scheme will offer both regular and direct as usual, and each plan offers growth option and income distribution cum capital withdrawal option. What is the minimum application amount? That is lump sum detail. Minimum application amount is 5,000 and in multiples of 1 thereafter. Additional application amount is 1,000 and in multiples of 1 thereafter. SIP detail. Monthly you can start with as low as 500 and in multiples of 1 thereafter. Quarterly SIP is 1,500 and in multiples of 1 thereafter. Frequency available is daily, monthly, weekly and quarterly. There is no limit. So that was all for the Flexicap Fund, Baroda Bnp Paribas Flexicap Fund NFO. So what will be your strategy? Do let me know in the comments please whether you'll be applying for it or not. Thank you so much guys. Please like, share and subscribe my videos so that you'll get all these updates on a first basis. Thank you so much. Bye bye.